Hey Wheatfield, what up, Wheat, what it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. This is your girl La T, your favorite channel messenger, coming in with a late midnight message for the wheat. This is gonna be really quick. It's gonna be quick. It's not gonna be long at all. We know it's not gonna be long. We're not doing that. We're not. We just wanted to come in and give a quick message. Because one of our favorite wheats, one of them, we love all of you. But this wheat particular is very interactive, and we conversate in the comments. He always, he, she, they, I'm not really for sure, but the way the comments read, I believe they are male. And based on this morning's reading about how we light workers and how the awakening, your spiritual journey, the awakening, let's just go with that, right? And how it usually takes you to come across your nemesis in order for that to happen, right? You come across your karmic, your nemesis, you know, those bullies, those adversaries, those that come against you to push you into you, to really show you what you can do. And I definitely did, you know, feel that energy. It was hot like fire. So if you haven't watched it, I ain't going to spoil it for you. Go down there and watch the episode and you will see what I'm saying in relative to this message. But just know that your girl never advocates for physical violence. We do not. We don't. Now, spiritual ass kickings, I mean, that's up to the Most High. It really is. And the Spirit will do it. And you know, my stilo, my MO, my mode of action is to say, we lift all things up onto the Most High, Ashe. You know, I'm not even one to say, oh, I'm going to return this, that, and the other 10 times. And a lot of people do that, and that's perfectly fine. There's no cap. It has nothing to do with how anybody else operates. That's just not my MO, Ashe. I don't want to be in a spiritual battle where everybody's slinging spiritual, you know, energy back and forth and all of that. No. I want to be girded, shielded, surrounded, right? Pulled in an inner sanctuary and protected, having my light so bright that it protects me from anything that would come in. Like my light is supernova bright. It will incinerate anything that's coming in, right? So it's not even going to affect me. And then my angels are standing guard at 360 circumference to ward off anything, sending it up to the Most High, the Alpha and Omega, that knows how to judge it righteously. That infinite intelligence, wisdom, the principal thing, and the breath of life operating in tandem syncopates all things. And we often are put into situations where you just being you, aka walking away, holding yourself in light, deals the karma. See, and that is the thing. And so just to say that so nobody gets anything misconstrued with it, and making sure that nobody believes that that's what I advocate, because that's really not it. It's not, beloved. It's not. So if you see this message, no, that's not what I was meaning. So, and I want to make sure that I'm clear about what you were saying, and anybody else who may receive that type of messaging, that's just really not it. It's not. So let's get an angel message. Yes. Set boundaries, Ashe. Set boundaries. We protect ourselves by setting boundaries. We set boundaries, we can tell people no, and we can see their reactions, right? If you get upset at my no, then because I have a line there and I don't want anybody to cross it, right? Are you going to press up against it and try to be forceful or schmooze your way past it, or are you going to respect it? Are you going to get angry, you know what I mean, and real nasty and vindictive and malicious? Or are you, again, going to receive it in grace and say, I understand you, because you have boundaries too? Let's get the card. Honor and hold your own physical and emotional space. Only you can do this effectively. Respect your feelings and allow others theirs. Yes. I allow you to have your feelings, beloved. I do. Because that's just what it is. I can't stop you from feeling how you feel. You feel how you do. That's just it. You want this one right here. Remember your purpose. It's here to remember your purpose. That's a challenge for others. And again, that's what I felt like with those karmics. Our nemesis help push us to remember our purpose. And sometimes we have boundary breaks, or we have to set boundaries, or maybe they weren't so tough, you know what I mean? And somebody pushed against them to what? And you have to, you know, hold the line, hold the fort. Just saying. That's resistance. And if you stand your ground with it, then that could look like whatever it looked like. Everybody has right to defense. You came to earth to learn how to love yourself and all that is, to achieve self-mastery. Ooh, to explore conscious co-creation. Heaven resides in your heart. And I love the fact that it says to achieve self-mastery, because that's what we were talking about with Bruce Banner. You see, we were talking about Bruce would get so angry, he would hulk out and rage out. And for a long time, Bruce had a problem with containing his anger, right? With being able to manage that emotion of anger, and he would lose it. Somebody pushed that trigger spot and he would lose it and then hulk out and rage out. Or he would try to contain it and like not manage it, but it would just build and build and build until that last little pebble would just tip the scale and he would hulk out and rage out. But we saw, like in Avengers, like Infinity Wars, people were trying to press his buttons to see what he was going to do, and he was holding his peace like, what are you doing? Look at you. You know, why are you trying to make me angry? Why are you trying to make me upset? And sometimes that's what people do. You know, they try to press your buttons and they try to make you upset. But to get to a point of self-mastery where you are not triggered by it, where you can use your anger, that emotion effectively to target something, just like how Bruce did. When he was like, okay, well, what is it that you want me to do? And they was like, go smash some shit. He was like, oh, okay. And he just turned into the Hulk with it. It was like, oh, well, you want to know what my secret? I'm always angry. I just know how to contain it. I know how to control my anger. I know how to control my emotions. I have mastered my anger. I know how to hold it. Hold my peace. Hold it in peace. Find balance. Yin and yang. Come into a balance. Those tears and those karmics help us come to a balance, because maybe we was leaning too far into love and light. And not to say that we're not supposed to be completely delved in the light, but it's a such thing as to come to part with it. I understand my both halves, my shadow and my light. And I understand how those shadow parts of me can be a superpower. How anxiety can be a superpower. How fear can be a superpower. Worry can be a superpower. Worry tells me that I need to understand that I'm worthy. Whatever I'm worried about, I know I'm worthy of it. Whatever I'm fearful of, I need to put faith on it. And whatever anger and frustration I have, I can take that anger and turn it into amazement. I can use it to uncover somebody else's intentions. I can use it to tear down something that is unfair, injustices, if we channel it in the positive. Even moderation requires moderation. Swinging from one extreme to another can put one out of balance. Restore your peace from within. I love it. This is a peace that you cannot buy. Right? Restore your peace from within. Anything else in here, beloved? I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for the collective. I've been getting some amazing comments, and it's just beautiful. Look deeper. Self-mastery requires us to look deeper. deeper into self again. What are those emotions teaching me? What are they showing to me about me? Every relationship is an assignment, even the karmic ones, beloved. And those karmic relationships teach me about self. For some reason, I have called or been assigned this relationship to grow me, to reveal me onto me. Either I signed up for it in the spirit. It was a part of my soul contract and I had to go through it. It's something that I'm transmuting from the past lifetime, some sort of karmic debt. And even in that, it is growing me. It is revealing me onto me. Releasing my superpowers. Revealing the fact that, yeah, you're a light worker. And this is somebody that you came into this realm with a contract with, and you needed to deal with it. You may not have understood why you went through it, but you went through it because you were contracted to do it. And again, maybe those people were doing things to other people before you, and the Alpha Omega knew that you were the one to lay it bare, to bring it to par. Because again, you walking away could be exactly what needed to happen. And that's it. Not saying that anything has to get physical or violent. That's not it. Sometimes the fact that you're setting your boundaries and saying, no, you cannot cross them, and I'm going to walk away from you because you did, and I'm going to value self more, reveals something onto you. Because if you're being bullied, then it's something that you need to pull out, some sort of courage, right? Some to dig into self. You have to pull out that fight. It's just is, because everybody has a right to self-defense. And in this day, it's a lot of systems that come against us that cause injustices. And to have the angel of justice come to balance the scales, I think it's a very good thing. I do. Look deeper. There is more beneath the surface. Remain cool and centered. Take time to look at the deep underlying currents and follow your intuition. Take time to look at the deep underlying currents and follow your intuition. Look deeper. Again, this is a mermaid with her tail in the float. Sitting next to this, look like a lotus flower. Beautiful. I love it. I don't know if I showed y'all it. Isn't it pretty? I love it. Own your own power. Yes. Oftentimes those relationships come to teach us how to own and stand in our own power. We were just saying that. Maybe if you were being bullied by a karmic, a kid, it wouldn't matter if you were a child or adulthood or whatever. But the ability to take courage and stand in your own power and say, you will not fuck over me. Like, no. I'm worthy of respect, you see? And I'm either I'm going to stand my ground or I'm going to walk away. One of the two. But sometimes you can't walk away if your back is pressed up against the wall. You got to come out the corner. You got to come forward. I mean, everybody has a right to self-defense. Changing the world is easier after one learns to change oneself. Self-mastery. Become the change you wish to see and watch the world shift around you. Own your own power. You see that face? She got a no business face. What? We ain't playing no games with it. I got something to protect. The world in one hand and my seed in the other. You want this one too, both of them? All right, listen to the feedback. I listen to your feedback and I love you for it. Thank you so much for everything, for supporting me, for being here. I appreciate you, beloved. I do. Nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. Nothing can make you feel small unless you allow it. What you take from feedback and how you respond is entirely within your control. How you respond is entirely within your control. I love that peacock. Isn't that pretty? Yes, I got one right here. It's a little bitty one. I like peacocks. Know you are safe. You're safe. You are safe. You are whole. You are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. And my nemesis taught me that. They did. Protection is always available to you. You have all the resources that you need, both within you and around you. Within you and around you. To know that, to go up against them foes and get knocked down a couple times taught me that I had resiliency. That I had not just the ability to take a punch, but no, the ability to get back up and keep on going. The fact that I could stand my ground, the fact that I could fight back, whether it was spiritual and sometimes having to be physical, but again, because everybody is entitled to a self-defense. You are. Somebody coming at you, you have a right to defend yourself. This one. Play. Reconnect with your inner child and find a sense of whimsy and wonder in all that you do. Yeah. We ain't gonna be so serious. Some people be trying to play with you though. They do. Spend time alone. All decisions must be made by yourself. All decisions must be made by yourself. Take what's for you and let it resonate for you. This is just educational purposes. We just reading the energy and I'm letting you know what I see. It ain't entertainment. This is real, my weed. I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, the decision belongs to thee. It ain't on to me because I can't tell you to do a fuck shit thing. Give yourself time and space to seek the answers within rather than without. Ashe, ashe, and ashe. That's a challenge. If it resonate, it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Ooh, get up, co-create, and stop and breathe. Was there any one of those? All three. Stop and breathe. Reality is shaped by what we believe. Take a deep breath, reassess, and realign. Let go of what doesn't help the situation. What doesn't help it? Let go of what doesn't help the situation. Anything else, beloved? No. Be nimble, be flexible. When we ask for help, we must be open to receiving it. We may be called to be flexible when help arrives in unexpected form. Our karmics, unfortunately, do help us. They do. They help us in a way that shows shows me awakening, like I said. They help us in a way that show you. We saw the emperor on one side becoming organized and aligned. And we see this right here. It is this the Ace of Swords? Yeah. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith, that everything will work out, communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective. Now, it looked like this deck is kind of different. It may be the Page of Swords, but I feel like it's the Ace. The Chariot. Moving forward. Karmics help us open up something, awaken to something, awaken to a truth inside of ourselves. Maybe even teach us how to communicate for ourselves, stand up for ourselves, advocate for ourselves, set boundaries for ourselves, master ourselves, you know. Look at things from a different perspective, understanding that we don't have to react to everything. We don't. We can choose how we react to situations. And, yeah. Both of them. Not these two. This. Release. There's something about that that's not, it's in the backwards. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. Yeah, because if you're not transforming, if you're not releasing things, it can cause you issues. It can make you stagnant. It can make you stuck. And you're going to need some sort of divine clarity, some divine truth to move you forward. That's what I feel on that. Anything else in here, beloved? Yes, no, no. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Anything else? Source of us living? No. Okay. Well, that's it. Just a little quick message, 2121 on the phone, and that's pretty much it. Just wanted to pop in and say that your girl is a peacemaker. Ashe, I am. And sometimes to create peace, the thing to do is to release. Sometimes we hold on to things that are clearly just not for us, even when the truth of the matter is right before us. To say that we need to communicate our needs, to say this is just not working for me. And if it's not working for me, then I'm going to walk away from thee. And then from that point, we don't have control over how others react. We just don't. And when we do that, others get nasty and they get manipulative and they get vindictive. And you still have to be put in a position to set boundaries and defend self. But again, you causing that action to try, you know, like the domino effect, right? You walking away from it, it puts the dominoes and start knocking things down, because maybe that is what was in the contract, to choose self and to walk away from it. And once you did that, and it was like, okay, now all the other pieces can fall into place. Kind of like my analogy of the Green Mile, Ashe. You know, how all of those pieces just kind of fell into place with justice worked itself out in the end. Yeah. So we just wanted to come in and give a quick message. Something quick and easy breezy to say. Stop and breathe on your road to self-mastery. That not everything deserves a reaction. Maybe the reaction to take is just to set your boundaries, care for self, and to walk away. It could be the fact that you need to transmute that anger and use it in a targeted, focused way where it's efficient in knocking down your foe in a very definitive way. Finality, you know. Because the word will show itself approved. And you doing what you do will have a domino effect, a snowball effect. And if they are who they are, truly karmic, they will do what karmics do. And they will get themselves in a whole heap of trouble outside and often unbeknownst to you. And then the intelligence will go to work along with the breath, as long as you keep breathing and just be breezy and easy and allow everything to work out. And it's usually working out for the good of thee. And you don't even have to get your hands dirty. No. Clean hand policy, because that's what's needed if you're going to issue justice, my weed. To the next now, this is your girl T from Tears of We Throw Show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get. Just a quick message to pop in and say, keep your hands clean with it. To the next now, know this. I love you. I love you just like I love the Alpha and Omega. Those two that bring in the perfect justice. Because vengeance belongs to the Lord. Yes, it does. With that infinite intelligence, ooh, wisdom, the word, the principal thing, whoo, operating in tandem with the breath, that dynamic duo. Only thing you have to do is stop and breathe. Allow all things to be revealed unto thee. That only thing you might need to do is fall back, my wheat, and let everything work out. That justice, angel of balancing to come in and take care of everything. That's how it works. To the next now. Love y'all. This one's done. Ashe.